Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing a video where I show you that you can take what I call in our industry a bleeder, which would be mahogany or cherry, and paint it white. You can absolutely do it without any problems as long as you use the right product. So let me show you. I have the perfect candidate for the next product that I want to share with you, and the process of how do you take something like this and paint it white with no bleed through. You use a product like this. This is the Lilly Moon Paint line Eclipse Stain Blocking Primer. That's what we're going to use today on this. My plan is to paint this white. My plan is to not have any bleed through. So in order for that to happen, we need to get this prepped right. It's already been cleaned. I've sanded out the dents and dings where I've needed to. And our next step is to go ahead and prime. Now this is a water-based primer. This can be sprayed on in your sprayers with minimal cleanup. It can also be brushed or rolled, whatever your preference is. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and spray. Now I do recommend wearing a mask. This is my RZ mask. I really like this one because it is comfortable. It Velcros behind the neck. Wear a mask, a respirator. Even though it's a water-based product, it's a good idea to wear a mask. I stopped halfway through because I knew I'm gonna get a few questions. I usually get questions about the drawers being in when I'm spraying. Yes, I like to spray with them in, especially if it's a flush mount like this one. It makes it easier on space, and for filming, it makes it easier for my viewers to see what I'm doing. I also like to be able to spray at this angle versus coming down on them when they're out of the dresser. I will take them out and spray the insides of the frames after. The thing I want to mention is how far am I away from my piece? My spray gun is about 6 to 8 inches away, which is a perfect distance to be from your piece. Last, yes, I have these holes for the hardware taped up on the back side so no overspray gets on the inside. Reasons I really like this stain blocking primer is that it dries down so incredibly smooth, and you honestly don't need to sand in between coats because it feels so smooth. When you're working with a piece like this, you probably are going to have to do multiple coats of the primer, which I would recommend 2 to 3 if you're spraying, 2 coats if you're brushing. Show you on the left side here, it's got 2 coats. On the right side, I have just the 1 coat, and that's because I stopped to talk to you through the filling process. So by the time I was done, it was ready for the 2nd coat. Now you will see in a couple of areas it looks a little heavier. That's because I went a little heavier in that area. Those are areas I sanded down to bare wood, and they're gonna be tough bleeders. Let me show you up close. You see that's still coming through. We need to work on that. That is still coming through. We need to work on that. So sometimes you'll have certain areas that will require more attention. I'm gonna take just a moment of your time and tell you a little bit about my membership group. It's called The Barnyard. If you've never heard of it, go to my website and check it out. I even just put up on my website page a little sneak peek into the group so you can actually see all of the benefits that you get. It is a paid monthly membership group, no obligation. I'll go ahead and list the benefits here for you as well. So if you're interested in joining, make sure you go give us a visit. So I went with 3 coats of the Eclipse Stain Blocking Primer, and I think we are good to go. I do have on that top right drawer a small little wood putty repair. Didn't like the way something was looking, so I went back in. As soon as that's dry, I'll sand that up and then hit it with a little bit more of the stain blocker. But I would say 3 coats on this tough mahogany has covered it extremely well, and we're ready for our white paint now. so much for joining me today. I hope this video was helpful for you, and thank you for being subscribers. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you go hit that subscription button as well as the post notification bell so you're notified when all of my latest videos are released. If you have any positive comments or questions, make sure you leave them down below, as I love engaging with you and I'll always answer your questions. Thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next video.